everyone, this is Mada at Mada's Booktopia. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. And today, I took the bus. I'm walking myself to Target. It is almost 10 in the morning, because I have someone in my apartment right now cleaning for me. So while that's happening, I decided to take myself to get some Starbucks, and maybe some lunch after. So I decided to take you along with me, and I am on the sidewalk about to... I'm getting close to Ross, which is right next door to Target. So I don't have much farther to walk, but I could use the exercise. So that's what I'm doing. And I think I took a book with me. Might try and do some reading while I'm in Target. I decided to bring Powerless by Elsie Silver with me, as I just read Heartless and loved it. Give it 5 stars. So this is my day out, so to speak, and I will keep you guys updated as I go. Haven't started Powerless yet, but I will very soon. But I will keep you guys updated. Hey everyone, I'm now sitting in Target, and I have my drink. Do something a little bit different than I normally do. I got a sugar cookie latte with oat milk instead of the normal almond milk, and added gingerbread with gingerbread non-dairy foam. So I'm excited to dive into this drink and to read some Powerless. So I'll keep you guys updated once I have an update as I'm reading. I am now on page 108 of Reckless, chapter 10. We're about to start chapter 10. And it's so sad right now. Everything that's been going on in the beginning of this book is heartbreaking. But I'm here for it, and I'm ready to see where the story takes me. However, I am still at Target. I need to go pick up something for Ray. So I'm probably going to check out the books in the back as well. Not that I need any books, I won't buy any. I'm just going to go look and grab the one thing that Ray needs. And then I will catch you guys at my next stop. I have a new update for you for the day. I picked up Moe's, brought home some food, and I also picked up my mail. I had a good bunch of mail. And one of my mail, I got something I wanted to open with all of you guys. Let me take that out of my stack of mail. We're going to open it together. I am very excited for these because Brie from Four Paws in the Book, I'm in her Patreon. For her top tier that I'm in, she sends out bookmarks once in a while. And I just got a new one. So I'm excited to show you the new one that she has sent. And let's see how long it'll take to open. Oh, that was easy enough to open. Ooh, this is a pretty one. I like this. I swear, Brie is so talented at making bookmarks. If only I knew how to do that. But I'm very excited to have this new bookmark in my bookmark collection. It says, take time to do what makes your soul happy. And this is a design. And it says it's for her Patreon. On the bottom of the back, it says a dog pack, which is like her Patreon. So I am very excited to have this. So thank you, Ray, for sending bookmarks to your top tier Patreon.
This is fun. Remember to do back sketches. This is remember. Remember to do back sketches.
But now that I have this, I'm gonna have to save this for when I have a new book to start with. So thank you, Brie. I am very excited for that. And I haven't made any more progress yet in Powerless since I just got home not that long ago. I hopped on a bus and came home on the bus. And so got some a good bit of walking in on the way home as well as on the way there. But I am gonna go back to Powerless, and hopefully it gets even better, because the beginning was heartbreaking, and I need to know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go back to reading, and I'll give you guys an update once I have one later on. It has been a really long time since I last gave you an update. It is now 10 after 12 in the morning, going into Friday, and I only just now finished Powerless. I took a little bit of time to not read because I was catching up on BookTube and watching Beast Games. And by the way, if you haven't watched Beast Games, you have to. It is brutal and I love it. But that's a whole discussion for another time. However, I did just finish Powerless, and it was a very interesting romance. I think I loved Heartless more than I loved Powerless. Heartless, I'm a sucker for a single daddy. However, I mean, this one was still good, don't get me wrong. Just like it was like the beginning was heartbreaking, and I felt bad for Jasper. But the way he acted in this book gave me whiplash. Um was hot and then cold and hot and cold and hot and cold, and I'm like, make up your mind already. And so yeah, I had issues with that. But eventually, once it got good, and this standoff between Sloane, is that her name? I just read this book, I should know. Yes, it's Sloane. The standoff between her and her dad and Sterling was something. And I was so glad Jasper was there for that. That was awesome. For those who've read this book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then you definitely should. At least for that scene alone. That was the best scene in the whole book. I absolutely love that scene. So, even though I enjoyed the romance overall, I just had a hard time with Jasper for quite a while. I understood why he felt the way he did, but you know, holding everything in does not help. Trust me, I know. I've been there. So, I had a little bit of issue with that. But overall, it was a pretty decent love story. Eventually, they worked out their issues. So I was happy about that. I mean, you're gonna get an HEA and Elsie Silver, without a doubt. So I already knew that they'd be together in the end at some point. However, I noticed in this series, like at the very, very, very end, there's like, we get perspective from Harvey. And I love those snippets of Harvey. I wish there was more Harvey in these stories because, like, he has a heart of gold. He's like the best dad that there ever was in the history of dads. And I wish more people were like him. But I really enjoyed I'm really enjoying the series overall. I mean, I gave the first book Flawless 4 stars, Heartless 5 stars. This one would be a 4-star because of Jasper's whiplash and all. But I am excited to continue the series though. I want to see what happens in the next few books. I think the next one is. What's the next one again? I think Reckless is the next book. And I think Heartless is the last. So, over the weekend, I think I might just finish off the series. Because I really want to know, like, what's going to happen with the other guys, with the other brothers. I know Hopeless is Bo's story. I can't remember what. I think Reckless is Winter, if I'm not wrong. Unless Winter and Bo end up together. I'm not sure. I can't remember who Reckless is even for. Maybe it is. Oh, wait, I know there was a book with Theo. Maybe Reckless is Theo. I think that's right. But throughout the weekend, I think I'm just going to continue this vlog and finish out the series for you guys because I might as well, right? Because I'm waiting for Onyx Storm to come out, which drops on Tuesday. Until then, I need books to read. I know I have my book club book, The Stars Are Dying, but I know I should read that. However, I really want to continue the series. I'm kind of in my romance era right now. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because of how late it is, though, I'm not going to pick up the next book right this minute. But I think I work. I I do work at 12:30, so probably when I get off of work, I'll probably just jump right into the next book and might as well finish out the series this weekend, right in time for Onyx Storm. And then I'm gonna do my vlog for Onyx Storm for you guys, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I'll probably jump into my book club book because I need to get that read before the 27th. So I think that's gonna be my plan. So I'll be picking up Reckless sometime tomorrow, and I'll give you guys an update once I have something for you guys on Reckless. And I am very excited to start it. So I will catch up with you guys later. It is now Friday at about 3:05. I worked already this morning into this afternoon, and I should have brought you along, but I didn't for after work, because after work, I hopped on the exercise bike, which I'm very proud of myself for doing that. I did this, I've been working with a nutritionist, and she recommended doing 15 minutes to start off with, like 2 to 3 times a week. So that's what I'm starting with. So I did about 15 minutes on the bike, and it was a lot harder than I thought it would be, in all honesty. I thought it was going to be so simple, but man, my knees are sore. And that was only 15 minutes. So I'm going to have to like work myself up. I was like, I was going to jump in feet like head first and do 30 minutes. I'm glad I didn't do that because I would have been even more sore than I already am. So I'm going to rest my knees and my feet for a bit. But I'm glad I did it because it's a step in the right direction for me. I need to get more exercise in. And I did so much walking yesterday. So I'm doing a lot better than I would have done back in 2024. So it's a start. And I hope to keep this trend going because, like, if you guys can keep, if all of you guys who are watching can keep me accountable and encourage me, it helps tremendously. So I really, with everybody in my corner, I think it'd be a lot easier. So hopefully as this goes, it gets a little bit easier because I'm sore. And that was only 15 minutes. So I'll have to work on that. But now that is over, I am back home and I'm going to start Reckless by Elsie Silver because I figured I might as well finish out this series this weekend. Knock it out before Tuesday because Tuesday is Onyx Storm Day and I cannot wait to have that one in my hands. Until then, I'm going to continue the series. So I have this one and then I got Hopeless. And then I'm done with the series. I think I can knock both of these out this weekend. I mean, just the other day, I finished Hopeless in like a day. And then I also finished Powerless last night. So I knocked that one out of the park. Now just to continue the last 2 books. And I'm pretty sure I could get this done probably before the end of day on Sunday. Because I'm a fast reader and I've been really into this series. I'm really in my romance era right now, in case you haven't noticed. I've been having a lot more fun with romance than romantasy for a change. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on Reckless. And I was right, this is Theo and a Winter story. And I'm very fascinated by Winter, so I'm excited to see what her story is going to be like. So I'm going to dive on in and I will give you guys an update later on once I got something. Because I haven't started yet. So I will see you all later. I am back and I am very excited to open this with you guys. So before I get into Reckless, I have this box that I got off of Pango Books. Becky from Bex Reads, she was selling some books that she was unhauling. And when I saw she was selling her Fairy Loot version of Nectar of the Wicked, signed by Ella Fields, I had to have it. And she had it on Pango Books for such an amazing deal. I couldn't help myself. I had to buy it. And I've really been wanting to read it since Jess from Honest Fiction read it, and she loved it. So now I am excited to open this and show you guys if I can open this. All right, here we go. Now we're finally getting to this box. This is so exciting. Eee, it looks so pretty. So this is such a beautiful cover. Look at this cover. And then look at these sprayed edges. Stunning. Ooh, there's stuff falling out. Ooh, there's must be some kind of swag. So it looks like a cute little bookmark. And a sticker, I think. Or maybe this is a bookmark too. This might be a bookmark. I think it's one of those clip bookmarks. That's kind of cool. Ooh, look at these end pages. Ugh, absolutely stunning. Ugh. Oh my goodness, look at this hardback. Stunning. That's just the front. Look at the back. Ugh, incredible. I am loving this silver foil more than anything. Oh wait, is something else inside here? What else is inside here? Oh, there's another bookmark. Kind of looks like that. Pinkish with flowers. And what is... Oh, a thank you card. Amanda, thank you for giving this book a new home. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for supporting my channel and becoming a great online friend. Hope 2025 is starting well. Becky. Aw, that is so sweet. Thanks so much, Becky.
That's very sweet.
And here's the author's signature right on the inside. I am in love with this edition, and I'm going to have to read this like ASAP. Probably going to have to be after Onyx Storm, because Onyx Storm is coming very, very soon. And that's going to be the first book I read as soon as I get it. So this might be the book I read after Onyx Storm, just because of how beautiful this book is. And I really, really, really want to read it. So I am very excited. So thank you so much, Becky. I cannot wait to dive into this story. I know you didn't like it, Becky, but maybe since you gifted it to me, or more like, well, since you sent it off to me, I should say, I'm very excited and hoping I'm going to love it. So that's exciting. So we have all kinds of goodies in here. Bookmarks and all the fun stuff. And now let's do a reading update of what I've got done from Reckless so far. So I am on now starting chapter 15, page 149. And I'm really actually enjoying it so far. I don't think I'm loving it as much as I did Heartless, but I'm still really having a good time with it. Of course, there's a surprise baby trope in here, which I usually don't mind those. I know a lot of people don't like surprise baby tropes, but this one didn't bother me. It doesn't, well, most of the time it doesn't bother me, at least not usually. But I am interested and invested in seeing how this relationship unfolds. Since I don't want to give away too much for those who haven't read it, but it's a surprise for a couple of people, for obvious reasons. But I love the name she picked out for her baby. It's adorable, and I cannot wait to see how this relationship continues. And hopefully they fall. I'm sure they're gonna fall in love with each other because that's pretty much what they do in this series. They all fall in love with each other. So I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully there's another little thing from Harvey in the back. Oh, yep, I just went to the back. There's a bonus scene from Harvey. Cool. I love that Elsie Silver does that. Harvey's one of my favorites, so I'm excited to get to that extra bonus scene at the end. But I don't really have a ton to talk about right now, so I'll probably go back and continue the story, and hopefully I'll have some more thoughts for you later on. But I had to show you Nectar of the Wicked. I was super excited to get that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue reading, and I will give you guys another update once I'm a little bit more farther into the book. So I will see you all then. Hey everyone, it is now almost 10:30 p.m. on Saturday. I know I didn't do really any updates last night. In all honesty, I came down with a pretty bad headache and I didn't really feel like reading much, which is why I didn't really do anything as I'm giving you guys an update. But I did do a lot of reading this afternoon. So I went to Starbucks, got myself a drink, and brought back a cookie for my friend Kara. And then I started right into finishing Reckless. And I just finished. And I'm so glad that I read this one next. Well, obviously, I have to, if I'm going in the right order, this one should have been next, which it was. But I'm so glad that I am reading through this series because I am loving it. I thought Cade was my favorite in the second book, but Theo, man, he takes the cake in this one. He's even better than Cade, and that's saying a lot because I loved Cade. Theo is like everything and more. In so many ways, he reminded me of Ray. The way he wants to take care of her, and the way he is just there for her 24/7, no matter, like, if she needs a break, he takes right on over, and he does everything he can for her, and he's just right there. And that, in so many ways, made me think of Ray, because he's always been that way with me, and I couldn't ask for anything better, in all honesty. So that's why I probably love this one so, so much, because Theo and Ray are, like, almost the same guy in my head. They're like, he's perfect for Winter, Ray's perfect for me. It's all perfect here, folks. And I also really related to Winter in a lot of ways. I felt like I could have been her. Because a lot of the same feelings that she was going through, I've also felt in my life. So I understand where she was coming from and why she reacted and said the things that she's done, like everything that she's been through. I haven't been through everything she's been through, but I've had a lot of the same feelings. So I understand where she was coming from. And the way that she and Theo were, like, the way they worked together, like, was amazing. The two of them together are, like, by the end was hashtag goals. And honestly, I feel like Ray and I could probably be just like them. So I absolutely love this. This one might end up being my favorite in the series. And I still have one more book left to go. I think I could get it done. It's only Saturday night. I am doing some grocery shopping tomorrow. However, whenever the shopping is done, I mean, I'm going to start this tonight, obviously. But whenever shopping's done, I want to continue and try and finish off the series with Hopeless. Because this is Beau's story. And I've been waiting for Beau's story. I cannot wait to see if Beau get his happily ever after. And he's like he's like basically the clown of the family. And because of that is why I'm so looking forward to his story. Because he cracked me up in some parts throughout the series. And now I cannot wait to see him get the girl that he's meant to be with in the end. And I'm also really, really loving that at the end of each book, you get something from Harvey. And I am loving the Harvey chapters so much. And just seeing things from his perspective is really, really cool. And he's probably like my favorite patriarch of any series that I've ever read. Like, he cracks me up. And I can't get enough of Harvey. He's just hilarious. He's definitely my favorite dad out of any dad in the series that I've read. He's just that funny. But now I'm going to hop into Hopeless. I'm going to get some reading done tonight. Whatever I don't get done, I will get done tomorrow. Because this is a weekend of finishing this series. And I cannot wait to do so. So I'm going to get started, and hopefully if I don't have an update for you tonight, I definitely will tomorrow. So I'll definitely catch up with you guys later on. I am back with an update for you. It is now Sunday, at almost 8:30 at night. I did start Hopeless last night. I didn't get that far into it, so I waited till today. I did some grocery shopping, then once I got home and got everything put away, I went back to Hopeless in hopes of liking this book. Right now, I am on page 218, about to start chapter 23. And this one, for me, so far, is the weakest of the series, which is very sad because I like Beau. I was interested in his story, but I really am not liking Bailey very much. In the beginning, I felt bad for her with the stuff that she's been going through with her family and all that stuff. But as I continue with the story, it's just Bailey rubs me the wrong way. I don't like the stuff that she says to Beau, and she's really not nice to him. So I'm not sure why Beau is still attracted to somebody who's just not nice. Like, she says, some of the stuff that she says to him is completely off the wall and completely unpredictable. Sometimes unpredictable is good, but in this case for me, it's not good. And what she said to him after he spilled his heart out to her about his whole experience with the military, and she was just so rude about it. And I'm like, dude, he's did service to his country. Yeah, he's having a hard time now with PTSD and all that. But some of the stuff that she said to him was just so uncalled for. So I'm really not liking Bailey. Like, I'm really struggling to like her. And Beau does all of these things for her to help her. And like, she won't take any of it. Not even like a little. So she really irritates me. But I'm still interested in Beau, and I'm hoping his side of things ends up getting better. Because all the stuff that Beau's been through, I feel for him. So I'm hoping he gets his happily ever after. Bailey, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. But I still got a ways to go, so I'm like about halfway through, it looks like. I'm hoping to finish this tonight. And it's only about 8:30 at night. So I still have time to see if I change my mind on this book. But so far, it's not the best. I'm still in love with Theo. Theo will have my heart always. Beau, I do like him, but I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'll give you guys an update, hopefully, once I finish this book very, very soon. It is now about 10 to 12, so it's almost midnight, and I just finished Hopeless by L.C. Silver, and I can't believe I managed to read this whole series in one weekend. This went by so fast. However, I skipped tiny parts here and there in this book because I wasn't totally invested in the story like I wanted to be. I was not really a fan of Bailey, and there were parts where I just didn't like Beau, like towards the end, some of the stuff that he did and said. However, he did kind of make up for it. But I just didn't feel the chemistry as much in this book. I felt like it was forced and it went way too fast. And I just felt like Bailey needed more time to grow, like grow up, not just. I felt Bo pushed her too far, that she wasn't ready to grow until I felt like she needed to be on her own, more independent. And she should have gone to the city to go to college and done all of the things that she should have at her age. And then, like, wait a while before you get together with Bo. Because I felt like it went way too fast. It was forced. I just didn't like this relationship, unfortunately. I like Bo as a character himself. I just wasn't a fan of Bailey, and I just didn't feel like the chemistry was really there, in my opinion. But because of the parts that I did like, is the reason why I give this a 3-star. I almost give it a 2-star, but I like the ending. The ending was cute. Plus, I really, really, really love Harvey's POV at the very, very, very end. Like, Harvey is probably my favorite in, like, this whole series as a whole. And, like, seeing snippets from him at the very end of each book really made me like him even more. So, I'm sad this is over. But I still have her prequel series I need to read. Off to the Races, I own that one. So I just need to read that and then get the rest of the books in that series. And I have Wild Love, so I need to read that and continue that series. Because they're all before and after this series. So I definitely want to keep going with the rest of her books. It's just that this one was my least favorite in the series, unfortunately. Just didn't feel the chemistry. But that is all I have for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed going on this journey with me, finishing out the Chestnut Springs series. It was a lot of fun. So glad I did it. If you liked being around with me for this long, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up. If you're not really feeling chatty, why don't you give me a rose or some kind of flower? Whatever flower you feel like doing. Rose, daisies, whatever you find. Leave that down in the comments for me if you're not feeling chatty. And if you want to stick around and watch more of my bookish videos, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. And I will see you on the next one.